presentation of the National Football League.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that's
did not see that coming at all. Did not see that coming.
That's the ratio you say you're okay.
I took so much time to throw that. Like, I was going to lob it up in midair, but I didn't.
He'll never blame the receiver
Dang.
publicly, but behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Taylor. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Zerline good with a PAT.
Oh, man, that was a good. Can't believe they got the first points on the board, but I did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Stafford now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Stafford. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here's Bryce Behringer now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Okay.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Taylor. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now it's Stafford. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. This looks like a free play for Stafford.
Yeah, I mean to do that, chat.
Get to him defensively, but the flag comes.
Yeah, I mean do that.
Jumped.
That was my bad.
Right when he flinched, we knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Henry running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And that one behind his receiver and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The Vikings offense and the veteran Ezekiel Elliott set to go to work once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be cost. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
They run wide side with Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Stafford. Able to hit his target Lamb. So the completion good for 6 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So here are the Vikings to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Stafford. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10.
To throw is Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here's Stafford. A check down here for Henry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 39-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he cannot get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Stafford. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. The give to Elliott off tackle. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Taylor. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a first.
Sorry, everyone. I've been super quiet lately. Just been chilling and going hard at the game.
Taylor. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far.
Trying my
Limited scoring
best to
opportunities
spread
for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Taylor will throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup. And that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stafford. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Stafford. He'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds yards after getting this one across the 40. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He dumps it off for Henry. Pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action. Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the 50, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Toss left to Elliott. Skirts by at the 15. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 12. 1:08 to go. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
They've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you...
Alright, chat, that's gonna end the stream here. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, like this stream, and thank you for tuning in. Peace.